Hey guys, Mr.Gamma here, once again. Today, I'm here for some, slime block contraptions, another redstone video. First thing, let's just jump right into it. I want to show off. This is an extremely simple, probably about the simplest you could possibly make, two-way slime block flying machine. You can see it is 2 slime blocks, 2 sticky pistons, and 2 observer blocks. That will fly all the way across. This happens, by the way. If you update that block, it just disappears, so that's not a problem. If you bump into it, or with this thing, or click on it or whatever, it just vanishes. I don't know if everyone has that glitch, or if it's just my computer, because I don't have that great a computer at rendering things. Like, it's a good computer, but it's not a gaming PC, so I don't know that it processes that well. But anyways, you can see, yeah, this happens, but once again, this should not be an issue, because if you try to do anything to that, it will just vanish. So, I designed this little thing, which if you can see, the heart of it is that contraption, but it has a little minecart on it so that you can ride, and these extra slime blocks around are actually to deal with that problem, so you don't have a trail of them behind you, because what it does is these slime blocks will actually catch any duplicated observer blocks, and when they're pushed, eventually, because they're updating, they will disappear. So let's see if I can demonstrate that. If I just hop in here and ignite this thing. Yeah, right there, you see another one's created. Now, you can see it's not going away now, but as soon as we turn around, it will. So, let's just get to the end of this. You can see, when I start it up in the other direction, it vanishes. So using those mechanics, I built this little fairy system, and this is what the video is going to be on. And I already recorded this video, except my microphone was off, so, that was annoying. Actually, hold on, let me make sure it's on right now. Okay, good. Microphone is running, I am in fact recording. That is cool. But this, basically, the idea was that you could use these buttons to send it back and forth, the same way you would have flint steel with these guys. But the only difference is that you could, call it to you from the other side. And if you want to build this thing in your world for, like, long-distance travel, or for transporting, like, hopper minecarts and chest minecarts for storage, all you have to do is build this thing, which what this is. Right here, these 4 blocks, it's just that. So the 2 observers, 2 slime blocks, and 2 sticky pistons. Then 4 slime blocks here. Actually, you could probably get away with just 3 slime blocks there. And then come out like this with the slime blocks to put in your minecart, and 1 more off on this side. And just from me showing you that should be enough for you to build this. But if you guys want me to do a full tutorial on it, which, once again, I don't think is necessary, but if you guys want one, tell me in the comments. I will do one for you. So this got me questioning, was it possible to make one that would go vertically? And sure enough, you can create this little simple design, and as you can see, it goes downwards, and if it stops here, upwards as well. And this one, I'm going to do a tutorial on. You can see, we just got a duplicated block there. That's a really annoying glitch. Hold on, let me see if it goes away. No, it does not. Interesting. I don't think any more should spawn, though, because the, yeah, so you're going to have a slightly odd-looking contraption, but it should work fine, so I'm just going to show you how to build this real quick. Grab all the materials. It is really simple. All you have are 2 slime blocks at the bottom, then a sticky piston facing upwards, slime blocks here, sticky piston facing downwards, if I can just about place one. Cool. Then you need to come out 2 blocks from here and from here. Get rid of these temporarily. So you can place your observers facing in this direction. You can put these blocks back. Destroy this one. And then, well, that's just going to fly away. But you know what? I'm going to let that do its thing. It should, in theory, stop when it gets to block limit. So, yeah, it's just going to keep running. So, I went on to create a working slime block elevator that is infinitely stackable. You can have that and this as far apart as you want them. Go all the way from bedrock to block limit. You can call it if you're on the wrong side. You can send it, both directions, obviously. You can ride on it. And I've even put in these extra blocks to deal with the observer duplication problem, so you shouldn't have any of that either. So, let's test this out. You might have noticed those hoppers down there, and the reasons that is there is so that we can hit this button while we're up here. You will see an item will fall out into the hoppers, activate that comparator, and the elevator is now moving. It will come up here, and we can get in it. So, that's a cool little feature. And in the opposite direction, this torch tower is there for the exact same reason, so I could just hit this button, and it should start making its way down to the ground floor. So now, let's do a little tutorial thingy. So you're going to start off with 2 obsidian blocks, just like that. Complicated, I know. Then on top of that, you're going to want to put 2 slime blocks, sticky piston facing up, slime blocks, you guys have seen this before over there, sticky piston, basically make that little flying contraption from earlier. Once it is built, you can modify it so that it can be ridden by putting blocks up like this with your slime blocks, and that should be everything you need, and then you're going to want to put an obsidian block there as your walkway. Before we continue, you need to find out where you want your elevator to go up to. So I'm going to let it run for just a couple seconds here. Let's not make this elevator too large. Put obsidian right about there. So there's the top of my elevator. You only need 1 block there. And that should be everything fine for that. And you can see we've been having some more duplication crap going on. It is extremely infuriating, but obviously it keeps working. So just try to ignore it. It shouldn't cause any problems with your system. Just in case you put a block there, it should catch any duplicated blocks. Now just put a piston here facing so that when it extends, it will be in front of this top observer here, and bring this around. By the way, put another piece of obsidian there for your walkway to come out wherever you want it to be, and then bring this out to probably about there to be safe. Grab your button and some redstone dust and wire up like this, and you'll see why later, put a repeater here and redstone dust there. Nope, sorry. Redstone dust there, and repeater here. Now grab a dispenser. I guess a dropper would work too, and droppers are cheaper. So grab a dropper and place it facing down right there. Then underneath it, have 2 blocks like this, and then cover those 2 blocks completely with other blocks on all 4 sides, and break them out from the middle so that you can clearly see your dropper. Now you're going to want to grab some sort of cheap, kind of useless item. You're going to need 9 stacks of it, and fill up this dropper entirely. And yeah, I say you're going to have to once every great while, you're going to have to kind of refill this, unless you build a little item elevator system to carry it back up, which I will actually probably do after I build the elevator. So stick around a little while longer for that if you want it. But now what you're going to want to do is come around like this, put your redstone right there, and hit the button to send your minecart back down. That will also dispense one of your items, and that is good so you can see about where it lands. So, assuming it landed right here, the block I'm standing on, you're going to want to put a chest there, with 3 hoppers coming out of it like this, and then 3 hoppers facing in that side, and 3 on that side. Actually, it's probably a good idea to bring your chest out 1 more block with another hopper facing into it. That way you can get a comparator output. Now come down to your bottom observer block and place a piston, not a fiston, a piston facing in this direction, just like up there, so that when it extends, it will be covering up the face of this observer. I don't think I need to explain to you how to bring a redstone line up like this and put a button right there, so I'm not going to. There it is. You can build that. Now you're going to need a redstone comparator and a redstone repeater. Place the comparator right there and the repeater right there. and just bring your redstone dust over like this so that it powers that. And that should be perfect for that. One thing that I will add here, you may want to put a repeater here so you don't accidentally generate some form of weird clock. Scratch that, guys. If you put it here like this, and then put a block here, so that will all still work, then you can start off your redstone torch tower that will carry the signal upwards to your other button that's already at the top. Now you're going to want to make sure that the last torch on the tower, the one you're going to be taking an output from, is off. If the last one is on, just put another redstone torch on the top and take an output from that, so you have a little NOT gate. But now, run redstone across like this, and that should be your mechanism pretty much done. Let's give it a test. So if we stand up here and hit the button, an item should be dispensed, land in the hoppers, activate the comparator, and send the elevator on its way right up here. Once it is here, you should get in, hit the button again, and it should take you right back down. Now they're at the bottom. Let's test out this bottom button by sending it up. And that piston up there did extend, which means it should be working. But just in case, I'm going to hit it again to make sure. And yes, it continues coming down. You can decorate this however you want, but one thing I will say is that you do have to make sure that there are no movable blocks touching any of the slime blocks. Because if there are, the elevator simply won't work. It just flat out, it'll get to a point, the little elevator car will just stop somewhere in the middle. It won't make it to its destination. So guys, if that is all you want, then you may as well just stop watching the video now. But now I'm going to show you how to make it so that you don't have to constantly refill these items. It will be a tiny bit more expensive, but really it's not that bad. So if you replace this chest here, first let's grab the items out of it, with a dropper facing upwards, you guys probably already see what I'm going to do here. Now I am going to use glass for this little elevator. You do not have to. You can make it out of whatever block you want, so long as it's not like a redstone block. But glass, you can see the item going up through it. So what you need to do is carry this up, making a 3x3 square here, and make it into a tower that goes up all the way to your top button. Actually, guys, it would probably be cheaper if you did it like this. You don't need to make a full 3x3 square, just a little, you know, kind of 5-block cross shape like this. So now what you need to do is put a hopper right here and take some more blocks around like this. And once again, you guys probably see what I'm doing. But basically, continue this elevator, this item elevator, all the way up to here. Put a block on the top there to kind of cap it off. And put a bucket of water right there. And that should be the entire thing done. Except, I almost forgot, you do now have to wire this dropper into the system just like that. So now, in theory, every single time that an item, here we've got 2 of them, good test. So every time an item drops into here, you can see another one will be sent upwards like this along with your elevator. It should make it up to the top and go back into its original position. So, yeah, there will always be one item down there, and why is this constantly on? Oh, sorry guys, quite quick little modification. Put a block there, and redstone dust like that. That way it doesn't power through into the hopper, so, yeah. Or actually, you know what, you could probably put redstone dust just like that. So right here you have it. If you look here, everything should be perfectly in order. I'm just going to fly up it one more time so that you can see all of the little parts. No delay on any of the repeaters. All of these are droppers, not dispensers, and no regular pistons except on the elevator. These 2 are sticky. That one's regular. That one's regular. I don't think I could go into any more detail, so there you have it. That is how you make an elevator using this slime block system. And this doesn't look like a relatively cheap elevator, but keep in mind that this could go as high up as you want it to. It's an infinitely stackable elevator, which means if you're building a small elevator, probably shouldn't use this design. But if you're building a really tall one that most elevators aren't going to be able to handle, I would definitely advise using this, especially since translocation elevators are broken now. But anyways, thank you all for watching. Please do leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video.